A Voice for the Redwoods. Story by Loretta Helter. Illustrations by Peter Bartzak. I'm just going to show you part of this book. It's an amazing book, and this is supposed to be Ohlone Native American people, a young person and an old person, standing by a seedling. These trees, these redwood trees, can grow for thousands of years. So there are some growing today that sprouted long before European heritage people lived here, when Native Americans lived here. Here they show a tiny seedling looking up at these giants. And in the story, this redwood seedling thinks that maybe it's a fern. It admires a fern like this. It admires these huge redwoods and doesn't know that it will grow up to be that tall. But it turns out that its roots underground are connected with those strong roots of the older redwood trees. And that keeps it strong and gives it food, energy to grow. Here's somebody peeking through. That's a deer. We still have deers in the forest here. Here are these flat needles. This is a conifer, the redwood, and it's got these flat needles that come straight out, which I show you in my video. If you're down on the ground, you can see some incredible creatures the artist painted. Caterpillar, wasp, beetle, ant, and some other kind of bee. And you can see a moth's wings and a black widow spider. Another spider there on the ground. Part of the ecosystem are the tiny creatures that live on the ground and in the trees and plants. In this picture, you see some creatures. Some of them still live here and some don't. We still have hawks, white-tailed deer. We still have foxes, but I've never seen a fox except once in that forest. We still have Steller's jays. We don't have grizzly bears anymore, but they used to live here. This is a vole. We still have voles. In the other little book, they show wood rats, and they definitely still live here. There's a raccoon. We have raccoons, you guys know that. And chipmunks. We have lots of squirrels. And here's an owl. We don't have the spotted owls, but we have a lot of other owls. Oh, here's the wood rat they're showing. They build nests you might see on the ground out of dead wood. And there's another creature that we still have around that we try not to run into, which is the cougar. And here you see a cougar is going after a meal, which is a bear cub, but along comes the mama bear and scares the cougar away. Don't worry, cougars like to hunt at night, and they like to stay away from people, and the bears don't live here anymore. And here's a painting of a Native American person telling a story at night, long before there was any television or computers to watch.